Soup has been around for as long as the history of cooking. Mushrooms, even longer. What was it on one fateful day that caused someone to add mushrooms to the pot? And from my research, it was not just any pot. Mushrooms appear in culinary recipes in China, Spain, Ireland, and Russia from 7000 BC to the 13th century. In 2017, cream of mushroom soup will appear in your pot right now. Homemade cream of mushroom soup gives you the satisfaction of making something nutritious and great tasting for any time of the year. But in the middle of winter, this hearty warm soup really hits the spot. You can make it as thin or as thick as you like. You can add potatoes, rice, almost anything you can think of to this versatile base. We're going to make a mild, wild cream of mushroom soup. Here's what we need. About 3 cups of chopped button mushrooms, 1 cup of mixed dried wild mushrooms, 1/2 of a cup of boiling water, 900 milliliters of mushroom stock, 1/4 cup of butter and 1/4 cup of flour, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, and the immersion blender. Now that we have everything ready, it's time to cook. First thing we'll want to do is get the wild mushrooms into the boiling water to rehydrate and steep. The liquid will turn a gold color over the next 15 minutes. While the wild mushrooms are steeping, let's chop up the button mushrooms. I'm a stickler for a clean mushroom, so wipe each mushroom clean and never rinse them. If you put a mushroom under water to clean, the mushroom will lose some of its flavor, become slippery, and soak up much of the water. Cut off the bottom, or the stalk, if it's woody, and pull it out and discard. We're going to saute these to bring out some of the natural moisture and the deep flavor of the mushroom. As in previous episodes, bring your frying pan up to temperature and add the olive oil. Then the mushrooms. Salt and pepper and saute until they reduce in volume and release their moisture. Stir and drain the wild mushrooms, reserving the liquid. Make sure it's clear. If not, filter through a piece of cheesecloth, or a clean J-cloth will work as well. This liquid gold will add more flavor to your soup. Add the wild mushrooms to the frying pan, stir, and then remove from the heat. To thicken the mushroom soup, we're going to make a roux. 1 part flour, 1 equal part butter, in this case, 1/4 cup. Put the soup pot on the stove and add the butter. Once that's melted, add the flour and stir. Keep stirring until the roux is light brown in color and the butter stops foaming. Then remove from the heat for at least 2 minutes. Now, put the pot back on the heat and carefully add the mushroom stock. The roux is very, very hot and could splash up, so add a little time until the liquid is calmed down. Then add all the stock and bring it up to a boil. While the stock is heating up, you can now add the mushrooms, stirring frequently until the entire liquid comes up to a boil. You should now taste the soup to adjust the seasoning. Now is the time to blend everything up. Using the immersion blender, mix the soup until it's still a little chunky. This gives it a nice texture. Now that the consistency is where you want it, remember this is completely subjective to your taste. You can add the cream. Stir and let it come back up to temperature. We don't want to boil this soup anymore, but to have it steaming is good. The final step in this simple cooking process is for you to do the final seasoning. Since the cream will have diluted some of the seasoning, the final taste test will balance it out. If you like this recipe, please leave a comment and a like. And if you'd like to see a particular recipe or topic, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be putting new content on this site weekly. And if you want more information, you can head over to the personalchef.blog, where you can print the recipes presented here and I add new content every other day. Thank you for watching. I look forward to helping you eat healthier, shop smarter, and cook better.